You play on Nightmare? Yeesh. Nightmare's not that bad. If you've been watching the streams, I've been saying it the whole time. If I really wanted to, I can play on Nightmare. It's just a matter of, like, when I'm doing the first playthrough and I feel like it's not necessary to be like, oh, stay on Nightmare for this. And I just don't feel like I need to prove anything because I'm playing the game for the first time. I've done, like, 3 bosses on Nightmare and they were fun. But it takes a lot of attempts. So I can definitely do it. And I think playing the game a second time in Nightmare mode is going to be a lot easier. I think it's going to be better playing, having known the game already, and then going like, yeah, Nightmare. I'm going to flash guard and get this. Am I still in Nightmare now? I am. Yeah. I was going to say, I'm in a corner, help. But they have to spawn 6 Saurians here. Die! Die! You're so close! There we go. I'm kind of in rush mode because I want to get the story stuff, and I got on a big tangent there. Oh no, I used a long stun lock. Alright, we're good, we're good, we're good. Die? Yes, you did. Let's die. Oh yeah, you don't like action games, so that does make sense on why it would be yeesh for you. Ah, thank you. Can't believe you rescued me. Donna Occlusia, Maiden of the Great Tree. Who are you? How do you know my name? Sorry to alarm you, my name is Celine, Spirit of Covenants. I was birthed in this sealed land. Due to this land's proximity to Saren Garden, essence disturbances are more frequent here. Ever since my birth, I have been observing the history of Eternia. I must know the true purpose of Saren Garden. Please tell me what I must do. Or I must know, rather. Sorry, I don't know the answer to that. All I can do for you is form this covenant with you. Please accept this power. So let's go. Sorry, I'm going to speed this up a little bit. It was just Donna getting her anime powers. We all know how that goes. Oh, Luminous style. I love Luminous style. Dark path lies ahead, one of pain and misery. Someone is very concerned for you too. Please allow us spirits to grant you our protection. I'm not sure I understand, but do you pity me, Celine? Thank you, but you don't need to worry about me. I have people supporting me. They're the reason I can keep going. Donna, I'm glad you're exactly what I hoped you'd be. It's not every day that a spirit finds itself rescued by a mortal. I understand I commit everything to you. Please don't lose. I won't. Nice. Quickly get me to the thing. I need to get some story stuff going. Yeah, take that. Why not? Ba-ba-ba-bum. Saren Garden. I hope this doesn't take too long. This place is... I mean, I'll go, like, probably, like, 5 to 10 minutes over if I really have to. But, you know, we'll see. This is a really beautiful place, by the way. This must be Saren Garden. This place was a ruin in Adol's era. Oh, wait, examine? This inscription. In every era exists Saren Garden, into which the collective psyche of species does flow, providing here and nourishment to this tree. Stored within the collective psyche of species, the very will to live. The collective psyches of species across eras are amassed as such, producing power beyond reckoning for the transcendent one. Thus, when the tree of psyches reaches maturity, disrupting providence and natural order, the days of weeping shall come to an end. If this is Saren Garden, then that flow must be the psyches of species. I'm saying that 10 times fast. The tree looks really weak. If it grows, I'll have enough power, but at this rate...
So, you came here after all.
Oh, you one of the wardens? sounded like your voice. Also, you're gonna vanish in thin air. Of course you're one of the Wardens. Who is the rogue person? Tell me!
The Wardens of Evolution.
Saren Garden. I've not seen this place in ages. As you have come here, I can only surmise that you are not ready to join us yet.
Have you been here before?
Of course. I am the architect of this garden.
What?
Take notice. The water bridges represent each species of a given era. The weak flow from that water bridge is the collective psyche of the Eternians.
Far stronger psyches are required to disrupt the provenance of the Lacrimosa.
Dude, who on earth is this? I'm trying to wait for the camera to pan out so I can get a hint, but it's not going to give me a single hint. They're completely covered up. And the voice is probably, like, modified, kind of like the Flame Emperor. Like, voice alone, you can't really tell. And even C from Cold Steel, you can't really tell C is Crow. People say, like, the way Crow talks as C, you can kind of tell. But, like, his voice sounds nothing like Crow because he changes his voice. And so does Edelgard as the Flame Emperor.
Look upon the Tree of Psyches. See how young it is. The collective psyches of species past are not sufficient to spur its growth.
Was it not made clear to you in your Scarlet Vision? You have no means by which to save your doomed species.
You have shown remarkable fortitude in the face of this adversity. That is why I think you understand. The Lacrimosa cannot be stopped.
But this garden was my last hope.
We shall take our leave of you, Donna. Should you change your mind, please seek an audience with us.
Hang on. Might be a stretch. I can't really see their hands. The hands kind of look like fingernails. It's kind of too far to tell. Again, I already put this out there. It could very well be a female. It could be a male or a female. Like, gender doesn't matter.
We will not turn you away. After all, you are a fellow Warden of Evolution.
Ah, yes, because I have the mark. I bear the mark. Uber, come back! I need to find out who you are.
No. It's not over yet. I'm sure he will feel the same as I do. The time will come for this place. I tried to call out to him one last time, hoping there could still be a chance, but it was no use.
Ura.
You...
How long will you continue this folly? The cataclysms have wiped out all Eternians.
It's probably a female. The hands look like a female's hand. It looks like fingernails.
Even your best friend, Olga, is gone.
Olga. She gathered the remaining people at the palace and tried to lead them until the end. It was heroic of her.
I see. Far be it from me to ask you this, but why not allow yourself to feel a measure of peace?
I think I know who this is. I think I do. But I don't want to, like... It's too soon to say, but, like...
Why are you still doing this?
Because...
Like, when they mentioned Olga...
There are still people I can save.
Mentioning Olga feels like a red flag. Of, like, I really think it's this person.
Who do you mean? The Eternians are no more.
Not them. Adol and his allies. We're defying the Lacrimosa in the distant future, and the Wardens of Evolution, enthralled by its curse. I can still save them both. So please, let me help you, Sarai.
That's what I was leaning towards. When she said, Olga, your best friend, part of me's like, well, first of all, the hands being like, you know, looking feminine, I was like, okay, it's probably a girl. Probably a bit of a stretch, but I'll use it. And then when they mentioned best friend Olga, I was like, I mean, it's probably Sarai. I guess it does kind of line up the fact that, like, the Great Tree of Origins was this mystery, and, like, Sarai being, like, the queen. I don't know if she's actually the queen, I can't remember. But she's, like, next in line or something, and, like, you know. Let's see where this goes. Oh, yeah.
So you noticed.
Yeah, it's so funny to see Sarai with, like, a voice modulator.
Yes.
It's a foolish notion to think that we could ever be freed from this curse. Do you even understand what you're saying?
I see the way you Wardens look at me.
I am relieved that it's not like a Zola, like it's incredibly out of left field. So, you know, I'm glad that that's a thing. Like, it's someone that we actually know in the game.
I think I remind you all of the people you used to be.
You wouldn't. Why?
Oh! This is probably how you end up with, future Adol.
I don't understand.
Oh yeah, I'm down for this. Like, they did pretty well at, not making it obvious. First of all, the rogue person, like, recently appeared, sort of. Not recently, but, like, the end of last stream, the rogue person appeared. So the rogue person hasn't been out that long. But, like, they did do a good job of hiding it. I concur. It was not really, like, I was putting the pieces together, like, oh, I was trying to think, like, oh, when we learned of the Great Tree of Origins, I was like, it would make sense for someone to be of the royal family. And I wanted to guess Sarai, but it felt foolish to guess Sarai just because she's, like, a queen or something. So I needed more evidence. And then, like, it became a little more apparent, but not really. It's not super obvious, which is nice. She succumbed to the weight on her oh, that wasn't voiced. My mistake. She succumbed to the weight of her burden and take her own life. Oh, you literally just killed yourself or something. She should already know that she's immortal. Oh, well, you know, kill herself but can't actually die. You know what I'm trying to say. What an impulsive, pointless gesture. No, it wasn't. Wonder what's gonna happen with Ura or Sarai in the present. What's she doing? Oh, yep, this is how we found Donna with Adol. I see. So this was her intention. When she succumbs to her despair, she'll have no choice but to join our fold. Thus, she's refusing to become a warden in the first place by sealing herself away. Yo, good on Donna. Really now. She'll most likely awaken when the next Lacrimosa comes to pass. And she'll defy us then, too. At least it isn't those twins. Oh, well, that theory, I thought it was the twins, but that theory was debunked when Mia died. Mia was killed, apparently. One of the Eternians said it. So, I was gonna say it was that until they said Mia was dead. What, is she mad? She's bolder than her countenance would suggest. How will she find the next warden if she's slumbering here? So long as the Great Tree continues the cycle of evolution, her time will come eventually. How curious. Does that insignificant child really believe she's free to choose to defy the Lacrimosa? Somehow she was able to communicate with the next species. In hindsight, such a power has been permitted before. You suggesting she was privy to knowledge that we were not towards? At this time, I cannot say anything. Either way, she has chosen for herself the endless uphill path of rebellion. I hardly expect anything to change before the almighty Lacrimosa. Our duty is to bear witness to the events as they unfold. All we can do is watch over her as the next species take root. is a much better twist than Zola. Zola felt so out of left field. But this actually kind of like actually really connects. Once they get me out of the cutscenes, this will be a perfect time to stop. Donna, that was more intense than I expected. Yeah, it was. I can't believe what you've endured. I'm shocked too, but now I remember everything. I've been waiting for Adol. Waiting for the next species, so I can bring hope to everyone. Donna. That explains why you're not with the Wardens. Yo. Donna, like, again, she never lost hope, and kind of being like, oh, it seemed like she lost hope in that scene. Honestly, it's like, it's a pretty nice moment. I'm not really sure how to describe it, but Donna's character is just so good, is basically what I'm gonna say. That explains why you're not with the other Wardens. Like, you know, she was doomed to be a Warden, so she's kind of like, oh, like, you know, like, hope my visions hopefully are like, oh, we can stop this at some point. Like, you know, clinging on to that hope, basically. Donna's just amazing. Jeez, my brain feels close to bursting. How can you seal yourself like that? I just couldn't think of anything else to do in the moment. And also, Donna being a little bit reckless, which we all know. So it could be a little bit of that, but, you know. We do know what to do. We must go to Saren Garden. Is Saren Garden going to be like the final dungeon? I wonder. That's right. It's the only way to stop the Lacrimosa. Yeah, it's our best bet. Regardless if it is the final dungeon, we are definitely, like, side questing probably all of next stream. Its remains were sealed away by the royal family. Even as the maiden, it took a lot of effort for me to learn of its existence. By gathering collective psyches as species, their very will to live, the garden cultivates the power by which the providence of nature can be defied. I don't know what you mean, but that sounds really cool. Yeah, just jump on board, Rakota. I'm more surprised that it was built by one of the Wardens. Yeah, we should make our way to the Valley of Kings and see this garden for ourselves. I planted a prayer seed sapling there, so the garden should be restored in this era. The Tree of Psyches has grown enough. Isn't that one Warden we met there your friend, Donna? You're talking about Sarai. I was surprised about that too. Why is one of the Wardens the former Queen of Eternia? There's probably more to it than that. Probably more to that than we know at the moment. We must hurry to Saren Garden.
Yes.
Saren Garden is the Valley of the Kings at the bottommost depths of the tomb. That's right, I'll explain more once we get there. Alright, let's go. Saren Garden. You may now warp to anywhere in the Isle of Saren. This is actually a good spot to wrap up. First thing we're gonna do is go finish these side quests. I gotta go see how long they have. Hopefully they're short. They couldn't have locked me out because that doesn't make sense. I couldn't go do the side quests. They're still mid. Okay. Next stream, tons of side quests. We're probably not even gonna go to Saren Garden next stream. We're probably just gonna focus on all the optional stuff because I don't know if Saren Garden's the end of the game, but it's probably close to it. Because again, the map is mostly explored. Great stuff today, dude. The Ys 8 plot is so good. This game is great. Like, I got very few complaints. I got some things like I'm not like a big fan of, and I think that can be better, but overall the game is great. It's been a fun time. I'm really loving it. I don't know, I would say like I don't want to estimate how long, but this is the final chapter. Maybe like 3 to 4 streams and we're done with the game, and I do want to still attempt the post game, so we'll kind of see how that goes. But oh, by the way, I did see this message I want to read. Apparently none of the Wardens have credited voice actors. That is kind of hilarious actually, and Sarai included. But yeah, we're done with today. Next stream, tons of side quests. We gotta get some fish, do some raids, do some hunts, finish exploring the map, castaways, etc. All of that stuff. We're probably not even gonna touch Saren Garden next stream. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and we'll just do side questing next time. We're getting pretty close to the end. We still got like probably at least 3 to 4 streams. I'm gonna say no more than 4 streams, but at least 3 streams is my guess, so it'll be a fun time. It'll be great. So, thank you all for watching. See you all next time.